welcome back to my channel. In this video I am doing a winter wonderland nail. Now first off here I'm showing you the colours I use to make that orange because I don't have any orange in my collection. So they are the colours I used and I just mixed them together and it come out perfectly orange. So also I'll be using Nails black and Mia Secrets clear acrylic, and to do the majority of the work I'll use CJP Snow White. So first thing, I go in and I just cover all the nail with my white acrylic. You don't have to be perfect here because it's going to be snowy ground, so I'll just put it all on and just don't worry about it being 100% perfect. So next up, all I do is I take some balls of acrylic and I just put it on really messy and I just dab it all on after I've done this bead here. So I go in, I get a bead, put it on and I just mess it up. If you want to wait a little while for it to dry, you don't want it 100% dry, so and then you just dab it, but a little tip, make sure you wipe your brush as much as possible because you will get your brush dirty because you're actually dabbing it in to make it look like uneven snow on the ground. So I'll do this on all the nail and I'll cover all the nail with this design. next up I'll go in with my Crystal Nails 3D brush A3, and next up I'm going to be building the snowman. So this is the base of the snowman, so I'm going to try and make sure it all comes down and around, but it'll all look okay in the end. Also, little tip, if your acrylic is too wet, which sometimes it does, or it's settling too much, just tip the nail upside down, so then it helps the acrylic goes to gravity and it falls to the top then. So I'll just do this and I'll create the perfect little snowman ever. So next I'm using that yellow and red that I mixed up for the orange on the snowman's nose. Now this one was too big, so I did go in and I did make another one. So the second one did fit perfectly. I was trying here to roll it into shape, but it just set too much. So as you can see here, I've got the bead. I drained the bead. Well, it wasn't a very good bead, but it was. And then I'll just put it in my fingers. And then I'll just put it on the, try and roll it a bit with my fingers, but I didn't go to plan, and then I'll put it on my fingers again. Sorry, roll on the paper towel, and this went to plan this time. So then I'll just place that down and let that set a bit. So next I go in with my black from Talia'snailtales and I do the snowman's buttons and the eyes. As you can see, it's all coming along now. You can start to get the feel of a snowman. So here I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the carrot nose, but it wasn't going to plan. I think it was because I was on kitchen roll and it was just flopping, but I did get it off. All in the end I won, so I got it off, guys. So then I went to stick it on and I think it was a little bit too big, so I cut it down a little bit more and then it was perfect. I mean, if I'd left that on the snowman, you wouldn't see nothing else, just this big huge carrot like he'd been telling lies like Pinocchio. So as you can see, perfect now. So I'm just putting it on. I'd put it on the wrong way, and there you go, the snowman now has his nose. So next I go in and I'd start doing the snowman's arms. So I'm using CJP chocolate and I'm using some C&D forms, and I'm just going to form out some thin little strips. As you know, I'd like to do plenty, so if I break one or I'm not happy with the one, I've got another two spare. So here I'm just going in, I'm just dragging it down the forms just to make sure that it's nice and thin, because I don't want it too thick in any area. So I do that on all four. Off the forms, and I do cut them into size because some of them may be a bit big. I do try and use one twig for both arms because you don't want it over the top. So I'm just putting them on this little palette I got off AliExpress, so I just thought you could see it better. So next I'm going to attach them to Snowman's body and make them look like arms. So I'm just using some old cuticle cutters here and I'm just cutting it in half. And then I'm just going to go in with some Snow White and attach them to his body. And I do this on both sides of the snowman, guys. So So next up I am going to take some of my black from Talia'snailtales and I'm going to do the scarf around the snowman's neck. And also you want to try and be as neat as you can with this, guys, because black is very highly pigmented, as you should all know, and it does stain his neck, as I found out I was getting black everywhere, so I tried to do it a little bit neater than I first did. And as you can see now, he is looking 100% like a pretty little snowman. So yesterday I did do a big snow globe over 4 of these nails, and the first snow globe, it was almost done and I dropped it and it smashed to pieces and the glitter went absolutely everywhere. Then the second snow globe I'd done I wasn't happy with, so in a few videos I'm going to have a snow globe coming up, but I'm not going to do one as big as the one I did do. I'm going to do it a little one like I've always done. So keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. So here is the Winter Wonderland one though that I did promise you all. So it is up and I'm happy it's done. So I was really happy with how this nail turned out. So here I'm just doing Snowman's hat because he's not a snowman. No, get my words out. No snowman is complete without his little hat. So that's his hat done. And there I've just put a blob of white on just to blend it in and make it look a bit more cuter. I've tried to shove it to one side, as you can see. So next up I'm using Glam and Glitz Blue Rain and I'm going to make a pond out of this. I thought it'd be the perfect colour for a pond like looking, but just with a bit of glitter in because it is an owl world, so why not add some glitter into the design. So all I'm doing here is I'm just putting it on, patting it down and just trying to make a bigger pond as I can without it being huge. And that was my cat, guys. So next I go in with my Mia Secrets and I just encapsulate it because I want it to look like a glass of ice on top. So once it's top gloss and that, it should look how I plan. So I'm going to let that one set, and next I'll go in and I create the snowballs that I do around Santa Claus, I was going to say, guys. No, sorry, next off I'll go in and I'll create the presents. So I'll make the little presents up that I'm going to also add to the design. I just thought it'd give it more to the design. I was going to do a big Christmas tree, but not yet. I'm going to save that for another time, which it will be coming up on my channel. So I love Christmas because you can get so creative with your nails. You can just do loads of nice stuff. Now this design here isn't a very wearable design. I will be doing some designs that you can actually wear. They'll be coming up in the week sometimes, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So but this is just to show what you are capable of doing and what you can do with nail acrylic. And you could even do this with 3D gel as well. If anybody would like to see me do some 3D gel nail art or flowers, comment below and I'll get onto it and I will post some, because I know a lot of you like gel and you don't use acrylic. So if that's something you'd like me to do and show you how good it works compared to the acrylic, then I will definitely almost upload a video for you guys. So just comment below and let me know, and also don't forget to press that bell and you'll be notified every time I upload a video, guys. I'd like to say welcome to all my new subscribers too. I hope you're enjoying my channel. So next up, I'll go in and I use, I think it's Desert Rose, yep, and I do another present. Now the presents just look like blobs at the moment, but they will come to light when you see it is good. So all I do with the presents is I make sure I drain on nearly all of this design, guys. I've drained most of the monument out the brush because I didn't want none of it too wet. I wanted it to be quite dry. So I just done that and just patted it all into a like square, not a ball, sorry. And you just have to have patience. It does go eventually, and then you can feel when it starts to set. Now if you work with acrylics anyhow, you know when your product's going to set. So I just felt when it was starting to set. Now with the glitter, Glam and Glitz ones, they do take a little bit longer to set than say the coloured Glam and Glitz. It's because I think it's because there's glitter in there. So, but as you can see, it looks a perfect little present with a bit of holographic glitter in it as well, because why not? So I do create 3 of these, but I am going to tell you at the end of the design, guys, I did go in and I put another 2 presents on it. So in the pictures you will see more presents than I've showed here. I just thought there's no point filming it because you've just seen me do all that. So next I'll go in and I'll use CJP Frozen Pink, which is a lovely colour. I don't know why I haven't used this on my nails yet, because I absolutely do love the colour. So it will be something I will be doing. So again, I'll try and drain the most of the liquid out the brush, but this one didn't seem to drain as good as the others. So as you can see, it's sticking to my brush a bit. I think it needs to be a bit drier. So, but whenever you're doing these more, I don't know what to say, these big designs, always make sure you keep wiping your brush, because you will ruin your brush if you don't. And if you have got any brushes pardon me guys, that have been ruined with acrylic, a little tip: if you don't, you can buy some brilliant brush cleaners now in the market. I do buy brush cleaners as well, but you can also, if you leave it in your monument for about, I'd say 10 minutes maximum, take it out, get a plastic cuticle pusher or a stick one, a wooden one. Don't use metal ones because it will destroy them, and just try and brush out the acrylic. It will come out. So that's a little top tip for you guys. So it saves you wasting or throwing these brushes away. They can be saved. I had a brush that I'd had acrylic in it for about a year. This was when I stopped doing acrylics for a bit, and I picked it up. It was totally and utterly blocked, and then I soaked it in some monument. I think I seen it on YouTube and it worked, so I was really happy I saved my brush. So here guys, what I'm doing is I'm making sure I completely drain again. I am putting snowballs all the way around the pond, and also around I've got Father Christmas on the brain, guys, the snowman. So I'm going to let you watch this little bit, guys, and I'll meet you back when I'm done, because this bit is quite long. So I'll meet you back in a bit, guys. So next up guys, I'm going to attach my presents to the left side of the nail using some Mere Secrets clear. Now you don't want too much, but you want enough to make sure the presents are going to stay. So I place one and I push down a bit with my Beauty Big Bang tweezers and then I place another one and another one. I'm just checking how they're going to look there. You will need some tweezers when you're doing designs like this as well guys, it makes your life much easier. So next I'm going in and I'm using my clear jelly stamper polish and my Crystal Nails art brush 0 short. I'm just putting it on some old bags I've got lying around. So then I'm just going to stripe on the design to make them look more like presents, which brings it more to life in my opinion. It's very easy to just put the cross along, it's just in and out, so it's very simple and easy design to do. So next up we need this pond to look like glass, so I'm going to go in with my CJP No White Top Gloss and I'm just going to paint it on and then I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds in my LED lamp guys. So thank you all so much for watching guys. Don't forget, don't let nobody dull your sparkle, and give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video guys. Bye.